Hi, and welcome to the Apprentice Clearing. And I'm super excited that you're on this call. Oh my goodness, where's some music coming from? There it is. There we go. Just want to start you with the music, but I want to get going on our apprentice call. So please do sign in. We have about 500 students on the call today. I am so excited. By you signing up, you've said, I want to study with you, I want to learn with you, I'm committed to it, I might have some blocks to clear, but Julie Renee, help me. And I am excited to be helping you. I want you in the program, whether you're in the apprentice, the foundational, the essentials, or the Trailblazer program, or you come into the immersion and you go through the Ruby, Emerald, and even the Sapphire. I want you here. And I want your blocks, I want the things that are holding you back, I want to help you clear them. And today we've planned a very special training for you, and it's from being able to fully embody being an apprentice. So being able to take on learning and then being able to move into mastery in the year that you're studying with me so that you don't struggle. So that's the whole thing that we're going to be working on today, is really activating the ability to be apprentice and the ability to move into mastery. So super cool, right? Yes, yes. Hey, I know some of you have been on a couple of these calls already, and we've got a call or two planned yet. So we've still got a couple more clearings, which I encourage you, once you've signed up, please get on all the calls. And today, for the first person who's signing up today, I am giving out a vintage Accelerate Wealth 21-day program. When we sold these, when we sold them in a box, which we don't do anymore, so you'd be getting one of the very last of this program, the 21-day wealth program. We sold it for $997, so $1,000, and it comes with 18 CDs in here. The Balance Your Life Now, the book, and I think I have to put this down to show you. I should have worked on this. So you get the Balance Your Life Now book, which is wonderful, wonderful, wonderful to do while you're doing the 21-day. And then this ginormous, very, very big journal that you get to use during your 21-day. And people go through this journal 4 or 5 times because it is jam-packed with places to A, make notes, and B, your all of your training is in here. So if you're a person who likes things in a physical form and you sign up, you're the first person to enroll today in the Apprentice program, this is a bonus for the very first person to sign up. This is the Accelerate Wealth program, and I see all you can see is the white label here, so let me open it again. So here it is. This is for the first person who enrolls today in the Apprentice program. And for those of you that missed the first, you didn't get in the first one, so if you're not in your page already, for the next 10 of you, you're getting a set of 5 CDs. Like I said, we no longer sell the physical books or products anymore on the program, with the exception of just books. But where we used to sell in a box programs, we don't do that anymore. This is the definitive guide to powerfully generating your abundant life. This is the definitive guide to meditation, abundant life, karma clearing, return to grace and ease, DNA stem cell regeneration, and happy hormones. Now this bonus is worth $150. That bonus is worth $1,000. I'm looking forward to having 11 of you sign up today, at least. So there's my little, come on, you can sign up. And well, let's get going on the clearing. This clearing is on really being able to take you from, first of all, being able to embody being an apprentice, and some of you have a challenge with that. Just the actual act of stepping into learning something new and really taking it on, not just as a kind of an observer, but taking it on as, this is my life. And I'm apprenticing, you know, like, oh, I think about little Mickey Mouse in The Sorcerer's Apprentice, where he learned from a wizard how to do magic. And I want you to learn how to do magic, but I want you to learn how to do the quantum activations, how to access the quantum field, the quantum pleasure field, to really transform reality, to restore your vision, to restore your hearing, to restore your heart and your brain, and to clear things in your wealth and your love life, and in all aspects of life. So I want to help you. I want you to be my apprentice. So please come on in. The water is nice and warm. It's all warmed up for you. And we're just getting started this week on the Apprentice classes. You have a choice. If you're coming into the Apprentice classes, you can jump in June or you can jump in July, whichever you prefer. But the classes are just starting, so it's a perfect time to be joining. Okay, so a clearing of blocks, just stepping into the role fully as Apprentice in the quantum activations programs, and then being able to master the techniques while in the certification program as master. And this is really, we're directing it towards the Quantum Activations Apprentice program. But listen, any of the certification programs, this is going to work for. And we'll start with an opening blessing. And if you know this, please sing along with me. We're going to clear obstacles and invoke the Divine Mother and really, really install a sense of peace into all participants. Vakratunda Mahakaya Koti Surya Samaprabha Nirvignam Kurame Devo Sarva Kayeshu Sarvada Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Parad Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. And just allow that to just permeate your body, beautiful Sanskrit, and just allow that sense of freedom to start flooding into your body, a sense of the Divine Mother protecting you, and the feeling of peace, the feeling that all is well in your life and in the world. We're going to go into a short explanation of the quantum pump and muscle testing. And also, before we do that, let me say hello to many of you who are signing in and saying hello. So, hi, Trevor was the first one on the call today, and Cynthia, Brenda, Maria, Margot, Patricia, Robert, Jennifer, Penny May, Maria, Roxanne, Josie and Stephanie, David, Katie and Gary and Catherine, Dree, Jamie, Deb, Tamra, Tani, Donna, Jim, Gabriel, Parthena, Suzanne, Sybil, and Lance. Welcome everybody who has signed in. Welcome to all of you on the phone lines. Welcome to you who haven't signed in. I know there's a lot of you here today, and I'm thrilled. I'm really thrilled that you're thinking, I think I want to be part of this program. So first of all, we're going to look at muscle testing, and muscle testing is kinesiology. This is how we get our numbers. This is how I tell where we're at in the program. It's the ring finger extended on the right hand and the pointer finger of the left hand pushing down. And you're holding your finger really, really firm, and it's an up and down movement, not a side to side movement. It won't work if you do side to side. So you're pushing down. My name is Julie Renee. That's a yes. My name is Bozo the Clown. And that's a no. Bozo's never works. I've never gotten it to say yes on Bozo the Clown. So you can muscle test and boy, if you come into the Apprentice program, you're going to really be doing muscle testing. You're going to master it. But that's how we get our numbers. And then the quantum pump, which is what we're going to be doing today as we're doing our clearing for Apprentice, mastering just coming in as Apprentice, so you get to master being Apprentice, and then moving into mastery over the course of the year in the program. And so let's do the quantum pump. The elbow down at the side, so your elbow is down at your side, and you're pumping like that. And if we do it from the side, this is what it looks like. And this is what it looks like from this side. Some people like to do the double pump. Now I'm demonstrating it with the right hand, but you can also do the left hand. I think it's 97% effective from the left hand. So whichever hand you want to use, it's going to be perfectly fine. And sometimes people do the feet. And that is, I'll just stand up and show you. Come way back here. The foot is just pumping the foot forward when you're sitting. And it's kind of silly. It's about 70% effective. If you're pumping while you're walking and you want to clear, you can just pump like this. So you let, it's kind of a flutter, and that's about 70% effective too. And then if you don't have arms or legs, which we actually have had a few people who are quadriplegic, you can pump in your mind. So just imagine pumping in your mind, and that'll be good. That'll all work. Pumping in your mind. I have one of my immersion students pumps in her mind. She's a psychologist, licensed psychologist, and she clears people while they're in session, and rather than pumping, because she's a little shy about the pumping, she pumps for them in her mind. So that works. It works about 50% as effective as the hand movement, but it works just fine. So do whatever version makes you happy. Okay, and I see a few more people. So I see Annie and Nadia and Robin and Hadass and Marlike and Anne and Dharmananda and Anne and Leah and Salisa. Hi. So hi, everyone. Okay, and let's get started on the clearing. And this is, again, it's really specifically for those of you who are wanting to come into one of the year-long trainings. And so what we're working on is to clear fully being an apprentice and then moving into mastery during the course. So we're going to be clearing Lucifer stops, bloodlines. So everybody can start pumping now. And this is what we're going to be doing for the rest of the class, is we are going to be pumping Lucifer stops, bloodline, soul contracts, satanic curses, demonic curses, evil spirit curses, group mind virus, curses, black magic, trauma, atheist thought forms, cycles, DNA. And then spiritual interferences, alien type 4 with implants, alien type 8, ghosts, evil spirits, demons, entities, transmortals. And then let's look at alien type 8 is embedding. Ghosts have a DNA splice, so they actually insert themselves into your DNA. Evil spirits use nanotechnology sometimes to get themselves embedded in your body. Demons, holographic inserts, entities, holographic inserts, transmortals, permeations, emotions, timeline, karma, contracts, and agreements. If you'd like to learn more about the spiritual interferences, we teach a couple classes, and they're actually coming up very quickly. So the Freedom from Spiritual Parasites and Pests is just around the corner, end of July. And the 4-hour Advanced Spiritual Interferences class is coming up the first week in August. Both very, very powerful classes. We have a special, really, I think it's this week, where if you buy both classes, you get the technology tune-up, which is a 2-hour training on clearing your technology of aliens and spiritual interferences. That's bonus or gifted to you for signing up for 11 hours of training. You get another 2 hours of training. So we wanted to make it really enticing, especially for those of you who have had challenges with spiritual interferences. I know I always get questions on this stuff, but this is really what we teach in a 7-hour class and a 4-hour class. So understand that we're clearing this stuff, and you're going to learn all the different hand techniques and who they are and where they come from and why they're here and all that we teach in the class. Okay, and there's a Renee from Santa Monica, and Gayla and Sharon, hi Sharon, and Michelle and Dana and Lucas from San Francisco, your neighbor. And Deb, does wearing rings on fingers affect pumping? No, go ahead, just use your rings, leave them on. Increase or decrease effectiveness? Probably neither. I do use, sometimes there's crystals around. The crystals told a crystal gallery owner that they wanted to be with me and help me, and so I have crystals actually pretty much all over the house. But let me show you. I sometimes use a quartz or smoky quartz. There's always a few of these on my my desk and around me. But I have all different colors. So I have calcite, which is yellow, and I have amethyst, which is purple. This is a smoky quartz. I have citrine, a beautiful kind of golden brown citrine, which is gorgeous. The crystals really like to help with the quantum pumping, so they can amplify spiritual energy if you're set well. You don't want to amplify negative energy. So if you got a bunch of spiritual interferences and goofy stuff in your space, clean yourself up first before you start using crystals. Yeah, because that can just be a little problematic. So yeah, very good. That was a good question. Thank you, Deb. From Audrey. Hi, Audrey. Nice to see your name there. And Sharon, dear Sharon from British Columbia, is one of our immersion students. And Janice and Michelle and Dree. You know, and Dree, I wrote a poem, and it was Drea. It was about a mystical female named Drea, with just instead of two E's, it was an EA. My son is soon to be a plumber's apprentice. Could this work for him too if he chooses to join? I just don't know. I set it up as I really looked at any blocks for people coming into the quantum activations program. So being a plumber's apprentice, I'm sure some of it would be appropriate, and there might be things that, you know, we would completely set up differently, because that's a physical job, working as a plumber. So let's see. Yeah, about 50% is what I get. So, because this was really set up for a spiritual program, and what he's looking at is, but 50% is 50%, so it will clear some. Erica, hi, Erica from the UK. It's probably a pretty nice time. I know I do a lot of morning classes, but this is probably a nice time in the evening for the UK people. Looks like I might have missed some people. Did I say hi to, I think, Sybil and Lance and Colleen and Anne and Nadia and Robin? Maybe I didn't. Yeah, those names look familiar. So if I missed you, my apologies. Maybe I got everybody. Michelle and Lucas. I probably did get everybody. And Erica and 11 p.m. Okay, so that's not too bad. Not shabby, not too shabby. All right, well, we're pumping for clearing. And Manai from the US. And Diane, hi Diane. And Maria, could you please test for which apprentice level would be best for me? And that's from Maria. Yeah, let's see. Essentials is good. I think you start in the Essentials program. That is our very basic level, which gets you a class every week and really has you just kind of come in a really easy way. So that's the one that tests for you. And Lance, yes, you did miss me, so thanks. Ah, hi, Lance. You know, I just had a feeling like I missed a few of you, and I apologize, but sometimes the screen moves and I think I've got you, so. And Rita from Arizona. Yeah, if any of you are wanting me to test on which certification program you should come into, feel free to ask me in the chat box and I can test for you. So there's the Diamond Immersion program, and that's included in the Essentials and in the Trailblazer. Excuse me, no, the Essentials is not. The Essentials is the basic level, so that's 3,000. That's a really, really rock solid program, and it's once a week, typically, that you're gonna be in class. And then the next level is foundational, and that is more like twice a week. Hey, why don't we, while I'm pumping, I'll just, instead of remembering everything from my head, I will put it on the screen. But, and then the Trailblazer is really the advanced, where you're going through like a doctoral program. And we have some people in the Trailblazer program. Yes, we got some people who were like, I am so ready, I'm so excited, I've been waiting for you to have this program, and I am ready. And so, and then the immersion program is very personal. It's very much, you're going to get 21 days with me basically over the course of about 15 months where you're physically in my home with me. So with the exception of the people who do the online diamond training, but it's very intimate and very close. And I'm a very, probably don't know this, but I'm a very private person and a very quiet person. I know I teach all these classes, so you probably would never guess it. So I make room for a dozen people to come into my house during the year for 3 weeks. And we have a wonderful time together. It's very intimate and sweet. And that's the diamond immersion in November. And then the ruby and emerald classes, which go on all year long. But the retreats, I think, are in March and November. So yeah, it's all good. Okay, so I see some questions coming in. Was that Lou from Germany? Yay. And Buddy and Lori, can you test? Okay, and did I test for you, Lori? Was that what I just did? Or did I test for somebody else? No, I didn't. I didn't test for you yet. Okay, so Lori, foundational looks really good for you. Foundational, so that's the middle one. And dance stream, is there going to be a replay available? My internet is dropping signal. There is definitely going to be a replay, and please do dial in on the phone line if you can. We pay for 250 additional phone lines every month. So there's a really good, rock solid international phone line that you can call into. And that's listed in the chat box above, so you won't have to miss a beat. You just won't see my picture, my face. Okay, and then let's see. Okay, Lori, can you test for me? Okay, so I did Maria, and I did Lori, and Dana, which program would be best for you? I think, Dana, maybe Essentials. That's what I get for you. And dance stream, is there going to, oh, and I answered that. And Nadia, please, Julie. So yes, please, sorry, that's probably a which one. Essentials looks really good for you, Nadia. Buddy, do I prefer Julie or Julie Renee? I'm Julie Renee. Thank you for asking. I'm the run-on name. I actually have a last name that I don't use, but I use Julie Renee as my first name. Okay. Yay, Buddy. Brownie points for Buddy. Okay, and Parthena, that's such a pretty name. For which do I test best? Foundational, so the middle level for you, Parthena. And Carrie, hi, Julie Renee. I'm a shaman and have been doing the quantum pump with rattles and singing. Are you able to determine how effective this is? Muscle testing doesn't seem to be working for me presently. Yeah, Carrie, 60%. So you are being effective. Very good. Nadia, I'd love to know which program would be best suited for me. Let's see. Nadia, you come in at Trailblazer. You are a person who really wants everything and you want it in big volume. So Trailblazer is like 3 times a week. That's a lot, and that's what you're set for. You got a lot of enthusiasm here. Kitty, which is for me? I'm doing one. I am doing one. Okay, so you're telling me you want to do one and you want to know which one is going to be good for you. Katie, you know, I see that you really could do really well in Trailblazer, which is a really advanced one. And foundational would also be good. Let me just see between the two of them. Okay, well, Trailblazer is 100% for you, and foundational is just slightly less. Looks like if you could manage it, the Trailblazer is the one that you should come into. Okay. But this pump, it's a hand movement, your elbows at your waist and you're pumping. It works because we're accessing the quantum field and we're rearranging blocks to whatever we're working on today. It's on being fully able to be an apprentice and then fully being able to move into mastery during the year-long program. So we're doing this hand movement, which is a quantum pump. Okay, and let's see. So that was Buddy. And then Janet, I'm drawn here, but have been doing theta healing. Could you test why I'm here? I'm trusting my guidance. Okay, and that's from Janet. Well, this is extremely powerful, a whole different realm than theta clearing or theta healing. Let's see. I know your question is why am I here, but I could give you a recommendation on the program, which is what we are testing for. Oh, Trailblazer for you. So it looks like your spirit really wants to really advance the information that you're been bringing in, and also advance your power and skill. So that's what I feel like for you. Marlene, this is Marlene. Could you test for me as well? Hi, Marlene. We have a graduate Emerald student whose name is Marlene, and I'd be happy to test for you. Let's see here. Marlene, you're also testing at Trailblazer. Wow, we've got a few people testing at Trailblazer. Okay, and Brenda? Essentials for you, Essentials. So that's the basic program that gives you all the basics. It's once a week. It's wonderful. It's a wonderful program. Elena, please test. Okay, and that's probably Elena, but it might be Elena. We had a Russian girl named Elena who just graduated from the immersion program. Please test what level is best for me, and lots of love and perfect health to you. Thank you. Okay, so Elena, Essentials would be good for you. And Jennifer, hi Julie Renee, which for me, as I don't know, thank you. Okay. Foundational for you, Jennifer, that's what you test at? That's wonderful. Carrie, thank you, Julie Renee. I appreciate you checking for me. You're so welcome. You're welcome, Katie. And Jamie, can you see which level for me? Sure. Trailblazer for Jamie. And Jim, which one suits me? Foundational for Jim. And Ginny. You guys, it's really amazing. I never do anything too easy. I hired a project manager, and she was like, well, why don't we just offer one level? And I said, no, I really don't think so. I'm just picking up, there's going to be people that have different kinds of needs. And then I muscle tested every class that was put into each level so that it would be just perfect for the group coming into that level. So I'm chuckling because we're testing for people at every level, aren't we? And I'm so glad I did that. It was a lot of extra work. Okay, so I think I did Jim. Listening on my way home, I'm a newbie, and that's from Ginny. And Neela, good afternoon. Which program is best for me? Okay. Essentials looks good for you, Neela. And Erica, does it matter whether you use your dominant or non-dominant hand? It doesn't really. Remember, I've showed you at the beginning that I always demonstrate with the right hand. It's a little bit stronger than the left hand. The right hand is, even if you're a left-handed person, the right hand is going to be out in the world, and the left hand is going to be the hand that you read with or are sensitive with. But you can pump with either hand, 100% with the right hand, 97 typically with the left. So both are good. Both do the trick. And that was from Erica and Maria. I'm trying to have a miracle in my life to be able to enroll in the Apprentice program, but nothing happens. Well, Mercury is just coming out of retrograde. I'm not able to pay for the Apprentice program. Could you let me know what is blocking me to have a miracle and money for this program? I think it's just really, I think it's one foot in front of the other. We had one person make us a slower pay offer, and because I tested that it was really aligned with her spirit and what we're doing in the group, we said yes, we'd take one creative slower pay. So if you wanted to try doing something on the essentials level and paying slowly, maybe over 2 years, you could try that. But you'd have to run it through support and then through me. But I see what you're saying. You're saying I've been stuck. We've had a very long retrograde. By the way, at the beginning of the class, I put up a join me in a 7-day wealth jumpstart challenge tomorrow. So let me see if that's still, I'll bet it's still in a browser. So for some of you who want to do the wealth jumpstart with me, that often helps get things rocking and rolling. The official retrograde that's completely over is June 10th. There were 5 planets in retrograde. So if it's just been recently that your money has slowed down, that might be part of the problem. We have the 100% Success program going on right now, and next month we have Everyday Magnetism. What I just popped up in the chat box, though, is free. So if you're really kind of, robbing Peter to pay Paul, you might want to get started with that program first. And it's outer action as well as inner action. Know that you can clear and pump till the cows come home, but if you're not doing outer action too, to allow the money to come to you, it's going to be pretty hard to have the money come in. So you want to do both outer and inner action. Okay, and then I'm up to Elena. And looks like you'd really love to do Trailblazer. It's 100% good for you. So that's the level that you have enthusiasm for. Dee, could you please test for me, see what suits me? Yeah. Foundational level for you, Dee. And Maria, could you please test for me too? You let me know which one is good for me. Would it mean money will come automatically? I don't know, because I am testing that some of you are going to have to maybe take a loan or ask your folks or your family or someone to help you a little bit. So it's not like pennies fall from heaven. We've done some clearings financially, but it's inner and outer action. So you can work on that. It's just like school, pennies don't fall from heaven, but when you really commit, it does seem like the universe lines up and things are much easier to bring in money for something that you're really passionate about. Okay, and then Robin is next. Foundational for Robin. And then Buddy, thank you. Not sure about committing to the Apprentice program. What do you get? Okay. Let's see here. Yeah, not yet, Buddy. Although I do see you in the 7-day in August. So that Diamond Immersion program might be just a ticket for you. It's a 7-day kind of immersion into all of our stuff. You're certified as a Diamond Ambassador, and I get a test yes for that. Gabrielle, I am drawn to you. Julie Renee, thanks. Beautiful. Audrey, would you test just in case I have the funds? Well, if you have the funds, Audrey, you have so much enthusiasm, you want Trailblazer. Okay, and you're welcome, Nadia. And Janet, don't think the first chat question worked. That's why I asked twice, okay? And Cynthia, I think I would love to be in the Trailblazer. I think you would be wonderful in the Trailblazer. I test, yes. I think that would be great. All right. Michelle and Mabel. I would be happy to test for you. Let's see. You come in kind of at Trailblazer level. It's interesting. I got a wiggle on it, like check a little bit. It looks like it's better for you to start in September. So you might know what that's about. Do you have something going on this summer, or does something shift? But looks like Trailblazer, it looks like the bigger program, but it looks like you just need to wait just a little bit. But that would be wonderful, Michelle. Okay. And that is that Hadass. I'm not sure, that's such a pretty name. I'm not sure what's right for me. Very unsure about myself. Okay, let's see. Well, Essentials Hadass looks very good for you. I think that you start at the beginning. You start at the basics. Cheryl, this is Cheryl from Alberta, Canada. Please, will you check the program you get from me as well? Thanks. Yep. Essentials. Trailblazer for you too, honey. Yahoo! Trailblazer. Violette. Could you please test whether I should start this year? My dream is to become qualified, but I do not know if it is my time. Thank you very much. And that's what we were just noticing. Okay, so let me look at this. Yeah, you know, I think if you start in November, and I think you're absolutely right, there's something sorting itself out, because I don't see you starting for 4 months, and that's for Violette. So I think in 4 months, in November, it looks like it would be ideal for you. And then on the level, you could come into Trailblazer. That's the one that tests highest for you. But you're right. So something is working out on a soul level for you. Welcome, buddy. Okay, now I have to ask, which level would be good for me? Again, thank you. And that was Carrie. Foundational for you, Carrie. And Leah. Trailblazer. And Rosa. Trailblazer. And Sharon. Would you please check for me what program is best for me? Sure. Foundational. And Diane. Trailblazer. And Eileen. Oh, that's fantastic, Eileen. Glad that you're in the 100% success class. That's fantastic. And Maria. Didn't tell me which one is right for me. Okay. Thought I did, but let me do it again. Trailblazer. And then hi from Connecticut, from Lori. Okay, let's see, Lori. Lori looks like December. So it looks like there's something working out for you too. Starting in December would be good, and starting at the basic level at Essentials would be good. And then Donna, wow, it's doing a lot of, I said I would do this and now I'm doing it. Okay, so Donna, Trailblazer, fantastic. Erica would be the best program for me to move forward. Foundational, so that's the middle program. Lauren, I have followed your guided meditation for the Wealth Jumpstart the last 7 days, and I feel pumped on my mental clearance. I feel sharp, competent, as if have a brand new brain. However, would you please test me? I'll test you, and I want you to know that you don't wait for your wealth. You go out there and you create your wealth. So you get the field magnetizing it, but then you also bring it in. And yeah, I'll test for you. And that I test you in the foundational level when you're ready to jump in. So understand that you just keep working that 7-day wealth jumpstart more than once. If you feeling crystal clear, you just got to get the momentum going towards you. So good job. I'm really happy to hear you're doing it and you're having a good result. I've been meditating, and prior to hearing about you, I was quantum pumping. What does that mean? Well, I think that's all good. I think you were ready. You were picking up on our work in the ethers, and you were following along even before you got my name and got in touch with me. So I'm happy. Michelle, thank you. You're welcome. And Lauren, would you please test for me? Yes, I would. Foundational for Lauren. You're welcome for Cynthia. Margot, I enjoy your classes, but I'm working on healing from cancer. Can you test for me? Yes. Gosh, Margot, I get you in Trailblazer, and it's a wiggle, so let me just see what month. Let's see. September. September looks better. Cheryl, what? That's what I got too. Great, Cheryl. Fantastic. Stephanie, please clarify, Julie Renee, is the foundational level not level 1? Let's go through just quickly. I'm going to pull that up. Uh, 1 second. I know. I think I already have it up. I have it on the screen. I got too many things in my head. I'm so excited for you guys. I've been reading you all, so I've been looking at you, and I'm like, so let's get that. Okay, here we go. So we'll just do the screen share, and we'll just go through what's what. Okay, let's go back to certify. So on my website, if you were going onto my website and you were going to sign up and get one of those bonuses for signing up today, you'd click on the Get Certified. That's a fast way to get in there. And then we're going to go into this page that gives us the description and the difference between the 3 programs. And the first program is the foundational level. So if I've been back and forth, the essentials level is the middle level. So I apologize. I've got the 2 levels mixed up. That happens with me. So here's your essentials level. Excuse me, here's your foundational level. The foundational level is 7 in health and clearing, 2 in wealth and relationship, 2 in emotions and full self-expression, 3 classes in spiritual awareness, and 2 1-hour small group, maximum 5 students mentoring calls. So here we are. That's the foundational level. So that's the earth. And the essentials level is the middle level. So let's see. The essentials level is 12 classes in health and clearing, 3 in wealth and relationships, 3 in emotions and full self-expression, 4 in spiritual awareness. The Diamond Ambassador 7-day online training you'll get, and 2 half-hour one-to-ones quantum shift sessions with me. And then the Trailblazer is really like going, into a doctoral or master's program. 14 classes in health and clearing, 3 in wealth and relationships, 4 in emotions and full self-expression, 5 in spiritual awareness. You get the Diamond Ambassador 7-day. You get the 21-day wealth acceleration live program. You also get your Year of Miracles and 2 1-hour one-to-one quantum shifts. It's a very, very big, very comprehensive program. Here's how it looks, how the difference is. We put everything that you get in each of the programs, foundational, essential, and trailblazers. And so you can see in comparison the difference, how many programs that you are getting. And each of the levels, you're saving about 20-25% if you signed up for everything one by one rather. And you're also getting the opportunity to have a certification and have time with me. So that's kind of the whole kit and caboodle there. Okay, and let me just scroll down here and see. So thank you, Stephanie, for asking me to clarify, because I can get in a zone where I'm not really in my head anymore because I've been reading you guys. So I so appreciate you straightening me out. You are an angel. Thank you to Stephanie. We love you. I sing some song for you at some point, Stephanie. Thank you. Ginny, is there essential need for, there is an essential need for change. Could you test for me, please? And I am retiring at 57 at the end of October. Do you need some help? Possibly, Jenny. You can send me your resume. And let's see. Is there an essential need for change? I'm not sure if you're asking, but I'm going to just ask which one would be good for you. Trailblazer would be wonderful for you, Jenny. And Maria, when should I start? June or July next year? Okay, Maria, let me just test from now, and let's just see. Should she start? So I get that you could start in November of this year. So in about five or so months, November. But between June and July, I think you should start before June and July. I'm getting a no to not wait that long. And can you check for me too? And that's D. And Trailblazer for you, D. Yay. And Gabrielle, I am healing people intuitively. Can you feel into my capacities? Yeah, you're very gifted. And we're doing quantum activation, so it's really cool. You're going to learn how now to use your own energy and to shift their particles vibrating to a better situation for them. So, but you are gifted. You definitely are. Nancy, test for me. Trailblazer for Nancy. Woohoo! And Elena, when would be the best time to begin the level for me? Thanks. And that's Elena or Elena. July looks like a good time for you. And Anne, I'm taking the success program, hoping that things will change for me financially. Beautiful, Anna. And very good. Anna, I think it's going to be a little bit of time, but I think in 7 months, you're actually going to have turned things around. So you just keep working on it and come into all the free clearings, and we're going to get you there. And then, it's outer action as well as inner action. And then PM, I don't know, beloved Julie, Renee, that's so nice. Thank you. And Patricia, thanks for testing me. You're welcome. And Tony, if one signs up for a lower level, can one upgrade next year to a higher level, or does that one need to pay the full sum? Yeah, we'll work that out, Tony. But yeah, I think that's probably going to be the case. If you've done the level once, you can upgrade the next year and not. Yes, I think that we can figure something out there. Nina from Vancouver, hi. And PM, I will love to be mentored by you in person. What level and when will that be? PM, that's the in-person stuff is really the immersion program. You start with the diamond level immersion program in November. You come to my house and there's just a handful of people and you get a lot of personal one-to-one time with me and a tiny group situation. So like this year we have 6 people going through the year-long program together. So understand that you get lunches with me and dinners, and you're in my house for 21 days. And if you want something different than that, you probably go into the VIP mentoring program. That's a 3-month program. Okay, wonderful. And I see a few more names, Lauren and Allison. Program tests well for me. And Allison, I see, let's see, essentials for you. And timing, September is the best time for you. And Nina, Julie, Renee, I'm taking level 3 apprentice class. Am I able to take level 3? Yes, definitely. You definitely are the trailblazer. Yeah, I would love to see you there. And Maria, thank you very much, Julie, Renee. And a webinar has just dropped out. That would be refresh your screen, probably, Erica. Rosa, hi, is the right time for me to start? July for you, Rosa. And Janet, trailblazer, what month? August for you, Janet. And Tony, what does certification imply? Is there a test? There is in the Emerald level, when you're coming as a practitioner, there is. It's not a test, but you do 10 case studies. That's the most advanced training that I do. And they're for people who really want to take it on into their practice. They either have a healing practice, a massage practice, a therapy practice of some kind. That's the typical people who come in. And then you're working with me hand in hand, doing your case studies. Certification here is that you're mastering the training. You're coming into classes, you're learning how to do things. Okay, Lucas, I've been working to finish a computer project and will bring in money so I can afford the training. However, I know I have some blocks holding me back. Please, anyway, could you see some tips? I can accelerate the completion of my project. Thank you. We did do one clearing recently on, just like 2 weeks ago, on wealth. So if you didn't get into that one, on being able to have the funds, I would definitely go back for that replay or send a note to support saying, hey, I'd love to get the replay for that clearing that we did. And do join in the 7-day wealth jumpstart. That could potentially help you too quite a bit. And also the success class that's going on right now, and the class coming up in July on everyday magnetism. All of those are about just getting the energy going for wealth. Carrie, sorry for asking so many questions. Just to clarify, if I weren't using rattles, would my quantum pump be more effective? Yes, it would. Singing, trying to clear money for a program, such gratitude. Yeah, I think pump with your hand the way I'm showing you, and you can sing, and I think that'll go faster. Yes, because you're doing a hand movement and your hands are locked around a rattle. So I think that's where you're losing the energy, is that your fingers aren't moving. When will I be able to afford to start the foundational course? Well, right now, as it's said, it looks probably like April, Erica, but things can change. I mean, you set an intention, you start really working your money space and light a fire, a spiritual fire, and I think things will shift for you. Please test to see which one would be best for me to take. Thank you. Much love, Nina. Trailblazer for Nina. And Parthena, when might the best time to start? July for you. And Anna, thank you, Julie Renee, for testing and for encouragement. You're welcome. Allison, thank you. You're welcome. Yay. Okay. Do you think I can start also with the Trailblazer, Maria? Yeah, I think so. It's 98% yes. So yes, that's a definite yes. That's really high. Pamela, thank you. You're so welcome. Lauren, when would be a good time for me to start, Julie Renee? Pump every day. I feel so energetic by your meditation sessions. October looks like a good time for you, Lauren. And Tony, I have done already 5 of the classes from the foundational program. Could one replace them with something else? And that is true, Tony. If you've found that you've done some of the programs and you really feel like you've mastered them, I encourage people to repeat them, because we're always adding new content every single class. But we do have an opportunity to switch some of them out, and you would work directly with me. So you'd work through support and I would approve. It's apples for apples. So if it's a 197 class in health, it would be another 197 class in health. If it's an $89 program in like the special classes, it would be apples for apples, and it would have to be an approved apprentice course. But yes, that is possible. And Hadass, when will it be best for me to start? July, right now. So in the next few weeks, Hadass. Woo! Oh my goodness. That was really good. You gave me a run for my money. Thank you. You made me read all of you. I love you. I didn't read every one of you, I'm sure. So much fun. I get so excited about this. Listen, you guys, we are going to create some magic in this year. Oh, and I don't know if we've gotten someone to enroll yet on the call, but that was kind of the idea. For the first person who enrolls today, the first person gets our 21-day wealth, Accelerate Wealth from the Inside Out program, which used to be sold in a box. We no longer sell it in a box, so it's a vintage box, and it has 18 CDs in it. Ooh, and some of them come flying out. I didn't open it up. So you can see that these are all vintage. These were actually the ones from the studio. You're going to be getting the CDs from the sound recording guy, which is super, super cool. So if you're totally into this work and you would love to have the very first recordings from the recording guy, not from any production house or anything, this is where you get it. And in this box also, there's a Balance Your Life Now book. Really wonderful book. I wrote it, I should know. And then this big Accelerate Wealth book. And, you know, I was so encouraged by publishers to publish it as a book. And I said, this is for my very special students who come into this program. We're only giving it to people who are really committed to changing their life. And so this big, big book with all of this incredible material, journal, space for journaling, the path. And I know some of you have seen my miracle. I had been stuck myself between, was about 137 and 196 or something around there for about 8 years. And I was always over 100,000, but I had people working for me. So it ended up that I just, I was making some money, but I wasn't really living the way I wanted to live. And I was able to, in 4 months, bring 800,000 in using the techniques in the Wealth Jumpstart, in the 21-day Wealth Jumpstart. The 7-day program that I'm gifting you, let me put it back in the chat box so that all of you grab it. This is 7 days. It's a little mini version. So some of the concepts are pulled out in a meditation from the big 21-day program. That's $1,000. So use it. Use the 7-day program or get into the 21-day program if you're looking to really create a miracle in your wealth life. And then you can activate that. So when you're saying, hey, I need a shift, I need to create a different level of money again. My goals right now are to win a Nobel Prize for not me, myself, but my work for the contribution to humanity. I want to have my company be one of the top female-owned companies in the US, which means we need $10 million. I want to be recognized in the next year or two by Fortune 500 up-and-coming companies to watch. And that's at we need to bring in 3 million. So, there are things where you can look, and even if you're a spiritual person and all that you want to do is contribute to humanity, which is all I want to do, you can have money coming in too. And for those of you who weren't the first person to sign up, we have 5 meditation CDs. Again, these are vintage meditation CDs. You can see that they're all the original, very first product that I ever made, definitive guide. So there are 5 of them. And we're going to be mailing these to you today. So you'll have till midnight to sign up. If you want to get in on either of those, be the first one, or to get those 5 CDs if you're not the first person. So if you want that bonus, you want to get in and you want to, be part of the group as we start at the very foundation. Be part of my inner circle. Really, I keep an eye on all of you, and I know you know that because I've been talking to my immersion students. And there are new apprentices on the call, so I keep an eye on you guys. And I check in on you and I watch you. And so you want to be part of that inner circle where I'm keeping an eye on you. You're in my nest. And we're in a community together of loving beings, changing the world and changing ourselves for the better. Please join me. I really encourage you to hop into the Apprentice program now. Be a beginner. Be a fire starter. Be a whatever that is. Be the earth. So yeah, very good. And I see lots more comments coming in. Let me just see if there was anything that I missed. I showed you, let me show you how to, I'm going to put the URL up for you guys. I'm sure all of you have it, but I'll put the URL for the certification, the Apprentice certification program. But by the way, check out, if you are really interested in working very closely with me, it might be the in-person immersion program. So again, that starts in November, and we only, at the most, last year we had 8 people go through. This year we're having 6 people. Understand that it's a tiny group. The maximum number of people that I take through that group is 12, because it's all in my home, and you're making you snacks every day, and it's in my living room and in my entertainment room, and we're out in the patio, and we're having a fire in the fireplace. And understand that it's very, very personal. And so there's just a few people really a handful of people that come through every year. But if that's what you want that I want to be close to you, then that's how you would do that. You would get into the immersion program. And you could kind of secure your place by just signing up for one level. If you sign up for the November class, that pretty much guarantees, unless you really misbehave, that guarantees you getting into the year-long program. You have to do the diamond level, whether you do it online in August or you do it in person in November. You have to do the diamond level before you can come into Ruby. No exceptions. Okay, lots more questions. Let's see, what do I want to do next? Let's take us back and see how far we got on the clearing. Okay, so what we were clearing for is being able to both be fully apprentice and moving into mastery during this course. And we've cleared the whole first section. Yep. We've cleared about 70% of the second session. So all of the removed dark energies, spiritual interferences, we're at about 70% clear. We need to pump for about 30 more minutes. I'm going to stay on in the chat box. I think my production team always puts in some nice videos of classes coming up. So if you want to stay on for 10 or 15 minutes in the chat box, I will continue to answer questions for you. And I see there's some longer questions that are coming in. So I will be here for 15 minutes. I'll answer as much as I can. And you can keep pumping on spiritual interferences. If you all pump, if everybody pumps for another half an hour, so California time, it's 4 o'clock. If we all pump till 4:30, all these spiritual interferences will also be cleared on being able to fully embody the apprentice role and then move into mastery during the course. So let's go ahead and do that. And I love you. And you know what? You are so important. You matter. You matter. So even if you're going through a little bit of a difficult time, know that your life, and this is collaboration, makes a huge difference. That you are one of the people who create the group mind for this raising of the vibrational frequency. That in the course of the year, we're raising people up through into the fifth dimension, really fully embodying the fifth dimension easily. And know that you are part of that, and you're very important to me. And I love and appreciate you. If you haven't gotten the other Apprentice clearing, please check that out. And we'll be sending the replay out. So if you missed part of this or you want to hear it again, we'll have it for you. I love you. God bless. Have an amazing week. And I'm so excited for all of you who are making the leap today and joining me. And I'll see you soon. Okay, keep pumping.